Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Organized with Joy, and welcome to another Thoughtful Thursday video. In today's video, I am going to be tackling that cabinet behind me. I actually needed my husband's help decluttering these pills because a lot of them were his, and so he didn't really want to do that on camera, so I will just show you quickly what we're getting rid of. But I also needed to reorganize the space to make where the pills went make sense, because I didn't really know what was what, but now that I have talked through it with him, I know what should be grouped together. So I'm gonna get that done. And then I'm actually probably just gonna take a quick spin around my kitchen and just quickly go through each cabinet, not thoroughly cleaning it out or anything, but just grabbing anything that I think that I can declutter from each cabinet, because I think I will have enough time to do that as well in this video. So let's get to work. Before I get started though, I'll just show you that these are a few of the pills that we're getting rid of. We actually got rid of some other ones already. I didn't show all of them because these are health related, so I didn't want to really show in detail everything that we got rid of. But anyway, this is some of them that we're getting rid of, and I am just going to go ahead and organize the rest. Okay, I can see how this is gonna start a chain reaction. I have 2 empty Lazy Susans now, and I think I have some items that I could use on it. A cabinet that's not working for me that I was actually going to reorganize in a different way, but maybe before purchasing the organizing system that I was thinking about for that cabinet, I should try these Lazy Susans. So let me show you. This cabinet down here, as you can see, it goes deep. And all of these products, I have to pull them out to get to the ones behind. So maybe I could use the Lazy Susan with these items. So before I get into the discussion on today's Thoughtful Thursday topic, I did want to say I know that I have a lot of items for cooking and baking here in this cabinet, and that is because we have a lot of different dietary needs in our family, and I do cook and bake quite a lot, so that is why I have so many jars. But in today's Thoughtful Thursday video, I wanted to encourage you that you are special. We are all so different experiences, beliefs, backgrounds, and life stages. We all bring something unique and beautiful to share with this world, whether you are sharing through social media or sharing locally in your community. I want to encourage you today that you are valuable. I wanted to do something a little bit different with this Thoughtful Thursday. I want to share with you a children's book that I found so meaningful when I was going through some healing from life experiences. The first time I was introduced to this book was actually through a counselor, but then later a friend of mine gifted this book to my daughter when her younger brother was born. I hope you enjoy listening to the book You Are Special by Max Lucado. I will link this book in the description box below if you would like to purchase this book to have in your collection. You are special. The Wimmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wimmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall, and others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver, and all lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wimmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wimmicks had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets, all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars and dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was roughed or the paint chipped, the Wimmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wimmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else to get another star. Others, though, could do little, and they got dots. Punchinello was one of these. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around him and give him dots. Sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him more dots. Then, when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wimmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. After a while, Punchinello believed them. I'm not a good Wimmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wimmicks who had a lot of dots, and he felt better around them. One day he met a Wimmick who was unlike any he'd ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it's just the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wimmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off.
Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want it to be, thought Punchinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli the woodcarver. I sit in his workshop with him. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill, he's there. And with that, the Wemmick, who had no stickers, turned and skipped away. But will he want to see me? Punchinello cried out. Lucia didn't hear, so Punchinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punchinello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Punchinello. The voice was deep and strong. Punchinello stopped. Punchinello, how good it is to see you. Come, let me have a look at you. Punchinello turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmick asked. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give you stars or dots? They're Wemmicks, just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Punchinello. All that matters is what I think, and I think you're pretty special. Punchinello laughed. Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punchinello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and spoke very slowly. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. Punchinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punchinello. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will, but it'll take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punchinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. Well, I hope this story encouraged you today. This story is a metaphor for spending time with God, our Maker. I know this idea doesn't resonate with everyone, but I do believe in the idea that if we are confident and find value in who we are as a person, what other people think about us won't matter. all we have to do is keep doing the next right thing. And if we're doing what we believe is right, then we don't need to answer to other people. If something someone says hits a nerve in you, then maybe evaluate why it hit a nerve. Maybe there is something you can or need to change in life, but we don't have to be so affected by what other people think about us. I'm sure oftentimes what they think is not even true because they are basing their judgment on what they see from the outside or what they know about your life. I hope that you'll stick around for the rest of this video to get some more motivation as I finish up decluttering my kitchen.
I did want to quickly show you everything that I'm getting rid of. This I'm actually not getting rid of. It's just I had 4 of them because it came in a 4-pack. So I'm going to put this with my son's apartment things so he can use that. And then the pills and just other random things from the kitchen. I will definitely be detailing this in my June Declutter With Me video, so you can look forward to that the last Saturday in June.
This is on another day, and that is because I decided to use this Lazy Susan that was holding all of my spices over in the other cabinet because I had a few more jars that needed another Lazy Susan and I had a spot for it. But I purchased this tiered shelf for my spice jars. I felt like it was more appropriate anyway because the Lazy Susan had a lot of extra space in the middle. So hopefully this will work out. We'll see how it goes. I've had it for a few days now and it seems to be working okay. But I'll finish up this project with this tiered shelf here and then moving the Lazy Susan over to the other cabinet. Well, that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope today's video gave you tons of motivation to get some decluttering done around your house. And I hope that the little story that I read you was encouraging or inspiring. If you're new around here, I hope that you might consider hitting that subscribe button. Every Thursday, I share some cleaning, organization, or decluttering motivation. And then alongside that, I share my thoughts on a topic to help inspire or encourage you. If that's something that sounds interesting, I hope that you might stick around and hit that subscribe button. But thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.